In this video, I wanted to document what I ended up spending on gas to go from my parents' house in Plainview, Minnesota, all the way down to, we're around Lake Apopka or Apopka Lake right now, to see what I ended up spending in gas. So let's go ahead and get into that video. And then at the end, I'll go over how much I ended up spending and stuff like that. So let's get into the video. All right, so we're just getting ready to take off on a new adventure. Goldie and I are in Minnesota right now. We just finished up at a family function and we're gonna be taking off for Florida. But since we're gonna be taking off for Florida, I wanted to record my trip down to Florida and see what it costs to drive a Toyota Prius from Minnesota to Florida. What's it gonna cost in gas? Let's get going and get this trip underway. And away we go. Just leaving my parents' house. We got this trip underway. I just kind of want to get a general idea what it would cost to go from Minnesota to Florida. And we're gonna stop, well, I'm stopped right now at a Love's Travel Center. I'm gonna fill up. I'm not quite full, but I want to start the trip out with a full tank of gas. And we're gonna be using Love's Travel Centers, truck stops, the whole way. And two reasons that we're going to be using Love's. First reason that we're going to use Love's is, one, if you use their app, you get 10 cents a gallon off per gallon, which doesn't seem like a lot, especially in a Prius, not a real big tank. But then on top of that, if you're a AAA member and you link their app with your AAA account, you get an additional 3 cents a gallon off. So in total, we're going to get 13 cents a gallon off using Love's Travel Centers on our trip to Florida, and that's what we're going to use the entire way. So let's get some gas. With our 13 cents a gallon discount with the Love's app and AAA membership, brings it down to $2.86.9 a gallon. That's not too bad. And that's why we're going to use Love's on this entire trip all the way to Florida. So let's get some gas so we can get moving. Right, Goldie? So that fill up is done, and that fill up cost us $22 even, with a little over 7.5 gallons of gas. Goldie, you ready to get the trip underway? So that fill up, we put $22 in, almost 7.5 gallons of gas. And this stop is in Monroe Center, Illinois, is where we stopped this time. And now I gotta finish adding a little oil. Then we're gonna go let you out, aren't we? We're gonna go let you out. All right, let's let you out. Go to the bathroom, run around a little bit. Right, Goldie? Run around. Nice little Love's travel stop. Let her run around a little bit, go to the bathroom, then we'll hit the road again and keep moving. Goldie's in the car. We're ready to take off to our next fuel stop. Where that'll be, who knows? But let's get going. Thanks, Love's, for the fuel. Appreciate it. Off we go. Goldie, she's up here checking things out too. She likes being up in the mix, seeing what's going on. All right, we're back on the road. If you're wondering about how fast I'm driving, I have my cruise set at 71. Try to get as best fuel mileage that we can. The best that we can anyway. We better stop and get some more gas. One more fill up. Another stop at Love's, my favorite place to get gas. I think gas is $3.14 a gallon here before the discount, but I'll double check that. Oh yeah, $3.14 before the discount. Perfect. And then we get 13 cents a gallon off. That's why we keep using Love's. We like using that discount. All right, this fill up We put $25 in, a little over 8 gallons, and we're in Ina, Illinois, I-N-A, Illinois. And it is super duper windy out right now. And it's cold and it's raining. It's time to get back in. All right, we made it to our camping spot for the night. We're gonna camp out here at Walmart. We're just letting the dog out. But we're gonna stay here in Paducah, Kentucky. Have the window coverings up. Goldie, she's just gonna start getting comfy. I haven't put the front one up yet, but I'll get that one put up. The cardboard works mint. Like I was saying about that cardboard, that works so good. I like using that cardboard. I've had this same cardboard for over a year, probably a year and a half, this cardboard. But that's gonna take up today to the end. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. We're just getting the day started. It's Sunday morning. Aren't we, Goldie? We let Goldie out. I just got coffee finished being made over here while Goldie's in the way. You can't really see it, but we're just getting the day started. Let's continue this journey to Florida and see what it costs us to drive the Prius. The Prius. I'm still tired. Leave me alone. Parking lot where we stayed last night. A little icy, not terrible, but we're just getting ready to take off and get this day started, aren't we, Goldie? Aren't we, honey? I love you. I love you. And away we go. Getting back on Interstate 24, head towards Nashville. Looks a little icy this morning, the roads. We're in no big hurry. I do want to get down to Webster, Florida by tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. There's a big flea market down there that is really fun to go to, so make sure you give that guy plenty of room when you're going by him. Move over. Love it with the fresh snow. So pretty. Welcome to Tennessee. And of course we're going to be stopping at Love's so that we can get that 13-cent a gallon discount. Alright, let's get out and get some gas here real quick. We need to open the hatch, Goldie. What did we put in that time? We put another $22, just over 8 gallons of gas in on that fill up. I gotta finish checking the oil, and we're gonna let the dog out. She's hanging out. Goldie, what are you doing, honey? Let's let the dog out. Come on, Goldie, let's go over here and go potty. I would let her go inside there, but it's all muddy, and I don't want her getting in there and then getting back into the old hot rod Prius, so we're gonna go over this way. Come on, Goldie. All right, we're ready. Somebody went to the bathroom. Good girl. Are you ready to go for another ride? Figured since I stopped and got gas, let the dog out, I better make a cup of coffee before we get going, right, Goldie? I better make a cup of coffee.
Keep right.
And away we go, back on the interstate. Kind of a cloudy, cruddy day. Starting to mist a little bit, but such a pretty drive through Tennessee. Up over the Tennessee River right here. Seriously, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon coming into Atlanta, Georgia, and traffic sucks. What is everybody out doing on a Sunday? go home. Our next fuel stop's about 30 miles away here in Georgia. We're going for Cordell, Georgia is where we're headed to, is our next Love's stop. Just got off on our exit for our next fuel stop, our Love's. That'll be right over there. Right, Goldie? Alright, now we got a pump where we can get some gas. Goldie, hey. I finished putting gas in. Let's see how much we ended up putting in. Alright, so on this fill up we put $24, just over 8.5 gallons of gas on this one. Now, let's go find a spot where we can let her out, go to the bathroom, run her out, and I need to get her some food and water as well, don't I? Come on. There. Now you can run around in here for a little bit. That's one really nice thing that I do love about stopping at Love's Travel Centers is the dog park. So after I get fuel, I can let the dog run around. It's all fenced in, and I can do some things if I need to, or I can hang out with her inside the dog park. And there's another little doggy over there. Gotta go over and say hi. Alright, we got Goldie fed. We got her fed and watered. We're ready to take off again. Who knows where we're gonna actually end up today. I haven't decided how long we're gonna drive or where we're gonna stop, but we're in Cordell, Georgia right now. Probably make it down into Florida because there's that flea market tomorrow that I really want to go to. So hopefully we can get down that way. It just depends what I feel like. So let's get after it again. Goldie, she wants the window down. There we go. Alright, away we go. This Love's Travel Center has an RV stop as well. This one's a little nicer. They had a dog wash too, where their dog park is. They had a spot you could wash your dog as well. That's the first Love's that I've been at that actually had a spot where you could wash your dog. Alright, getting back on the interstate. I looked, it's about 267 miles to Webster, Florida, where that flea market is, where I want to go. So I would like to make it to at least Ocala before we end up stopping for the day. But we'll see what happens. We'll set the cruise. Goldie, she'll lead the way. And we'll see what happens. Pretty sunset tonight. Oh, look at that. We made it to Florida. Just crossed over the state line right there. Well, Goldie and I made it to our camping spot for the night. I'll show you how we got things set up here. There we go, it's turned around. I got my front window covering up. You can't even see it. Oh, you can see the back side of it. It's black on the outside. All the windows are covered. Goldie, she doesn't even want to look at me. But we're going to do some stealth camping tonight. I'll show you where we're camping out tonight. There's a Walmart next door over there. And then there's a little shopping center here, but also there's a Planet Fitness there, which is super duper handy. Because that way in the morning then, I can get up, I can go into Planet Fitness over here, I can take myself a shower. Super handy. We made it to Florida. Yippee yo. Dumb. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of video of us going from Plainview down here to Florida and how many times we ended up stopping. So let's get into how many times I stopped and what I ended up spending on the trip. So I ended up stopping a total of 5 times and spending $115 in gas. And I left on the 16th, I left on the 15th, and today's the 19th, and I still have about a quarter of a tank of gas, and I put a total of 1,527 miles on so far. And the locations I stopped at were, my first stop was St. Charles, Minnesota, and I put in $22. My second stop was Monroe Center, Illinois, and there I put in another $22. I like to keep even, you know. Easy for adding. And then my third stop was Ina, Illinois, I-N-A, I think is how you say that, I'm not sure. And that one I got crazy and put in $25. And then my next stop was Christina, Tennessee. We brought the gas price down a little bit there in Tennessee, and I only put $22 in there. Then my final stop was in Georgia, was Cordell, Georgia, and we got a little crazy on the gas there. I put in $24. I know, breaking the bank, right? So it was a total of $115. It wasn't too bad, and like I said, I still have a quarter of a tank of gas, so overall, the Toyota Prius, wonderful on gas, especially with everything that I have with my e-bike, and this being converted into a camper, and I carry 8 gallons of water, and my fridge, and air fryer, and coffee maker. I have 2 55 amp hour batteries, a 2,000 watt power inverter, everything that I have in this. I average about 38 miles a gallon completely loaded, so I would say that's pretty good. And overall, I give the Toyota Prius a thumbs up for traveling. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button, subscribe, follow, all that fancy stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.